What's up to all my entrepreneurs out there? I hope you guys are having a great week so far. And today I wanted to give you guys another tip on how to organize your financials for free. There's plenty of softwares out there that you can pay for. And when you're starting out, you're kind of not trying to spend money all over the place. So you are looking for a way to keep track of your financials. Maybe you don't have Microsoft Excel. Maybe you don't have money to pay for a software like QuickBooks. QuickBooks is a great software for keeping track of all your financials as a business, but if you're not making a crazy amount of money, maybe you might not want to use or pay for a service. So let's show you guys a free service. If you don't have Microsoft, I know for some people Microsoft costs money, but if you didn't know, Google Excel is a free way to use an Excel spreadsheet for your business. And you probably have a Gmail account, so it's obviously going to be free. And we're just going to go in and I'm going to show you guys how I would set up my financial organization. And I am willing to send you guys this template that I'm making for you to use. If you want to buy it for like $1, I'll send it to you. All you gotta do is cash at me and I'll send you this template for $1. You won't even have to do all this. But if you want to do it on your own, I'm going to show you how I would do it. So obviously you're going to just type in Google Excel. It's going to say Google Sheets, free online spreadsheet for personal use. And you can also do this for your personal use to keep track of your spending. I think it'd be very smart for you. You can also, I've seen now Excel spreadsheets on your phone. So this is real good for keeping track of your spending, your income, your expenses, seeing where your money goes, and really being able to control and knowing your stats. Because I believe that there's a lot of people out there, even in their personal life, aside from the business, but even in business, that they're just going and they're not keeping track. They don't know their numbers. You can ask them right in their face, how much do you spend on food? And they wouldn't even be able to tell you your number. They wouldn't be able to tell you your percentage. So how can you make adjustments in your life when you don't even know your own numbers? So you would hit go to Google Sheets, and it's going to give you the option to start blank. So when you start blank, this is what you're going to see here. And obviously I've done some of this already so that I'm not boring you guys with me writing down all the months and little things here and there. I think that the way you really, because once a lot of numbers and stuff get on this white spreadsheet, if there's no color coordination, you're just going to get lost and it's going to be kind of irritating to look at. So the first thing I'm going to do is just add some coloration. Green for income, red for expenses, just cuz. So under the income is where you're going to put how you bring in money. For some people it's Cashapp. And anybody out there that's taking income through Cashapp, make sure you are filling out your 1099K form, which is considered the gig form. Trust me, for anybody that's taking in money via Cashapp and not doing their taxes off the money that they're receiving and just depositing money into their account, good luck to you in the future, because you're pretty much lying on your taxes if you're not reporting that income. There's a specific form for that income. So you might be getting away with it right now, but if it catches up to you in the end, good luck to you, my friend. I pray for you. For those that want to do this the right way, right here is right where you're going to put in Cash App, how much you make via Cash App. If you do a side job, if you have like a side gig or side job or part-time job, you're gonna put that here, part-time job. You're gonna get a W-2 from that. So you start to put in how much you're making off that. What else? If you have a third form of income, whatever it is would be, we'll write third form of income. Third form of income. Let's say you have a fourth form of income, fourth income. Boom. expense, let's say food, let's say gas, because we all drive everywhere. let's say bills. No, what's a fourth thing that would be an expense? Fun. Food, gas, bills, and fun, right? So let's say Cash App, you bring in 500 a month. So this is where you're gonna, and I'm just using these random numbers just so it's easier for you guys to understand, and I'm gonna show you guys the calculations so that you can break everything out. Like I said, it would be a lot easier for, sometimes when you're going too fast. All right, let me finish this up and let me finish putting these numbers in so that we can move forward. Now that my numbers are in, we can see that all our income is all across the board, our expenses are across the board. For some people that just have a job, like if you're just doing this for personal reasons, then you would obviously just put your job. If you just have one job, you would put there everything you're making, and it'd be a lot simpler. But if you're doing it for personal reasons, you're not really focused on your income because you already know that you only have one income, if that's the case, one or two. You're really more focused on your expenses down here. And the expenses is kind of the most important part because that's how you make your adjustments. In this case, if you see that, you're like, wow. Because some people don't notice this until they get it written down, and they see the results, and they're like, wow, I spend $300 a month on fun. What if I only spend $150 a month on fun? That $150 goes back up to income. Or you can start a savings plan. So you could take this 300, split it in half, and then say, all right, I'm going to start doing $150 to the savings plan instead of just spending the full $300 on fun. Or you say, maybe I can chop down my food expense by going out less and going shopping. So let me try to spend $100 on food and then only $100 on going out to eat. So when you get to stuff like this, now it's very simple to do the math on what you are like. So if we say we're going to do total here, so total, to get the total is going to be equal sum of, open the bracket, close the bracket, and then you're just going to drag, hit enter. So in January you made $1,200. Just let's just say, like I said, these are random numbers. And let's come down here and put total under expense. Like I said, you hit equals sum, open bracket, close bracket, and within the numbers, no. All right, move out my way. Within the numbers, boom. So just off 1 month, you can already tell that if this was your financial numbers, you're already losing. You're losing every month. You're going to be losing. So now let's do total. Let's do across the board. So then you can see how much you're making in a year, right? So sum, open bracket, close bracket, get back in here, and I'm going to run across here. Boom. So that's how you could see how much you're making in one category alone. So if you had one job, you do it across. This is, I mean, the income side is more for people that have all different streams of income. So it helps you categorize, all right, I'm making, so you actually know how much you're making off each source of income. So let's say if Cash App in this case is the highest one, which I believe it is, you should be focusing a lot of your energy on the highest one. Or you can take the lowest one and say, I want to grow the lowest one to be a little bit better than it has been. So you're going to put your energy on what you can do to increase the lowest one. Like I said, mostly it's analytics to help you make adjustments into the new year. Some people aren't even making adjustments. They're just going year by year, doing whatever as things go. and they're not making or putting the proper focus on where it needs to be. If you have, in this case, Cash App is the highest, so you know what percentage out of all your income is coming via Cash App, right? So if we did another total number here, sum, open bracket, close bracket, and like I said, I can send you this platform, this template, so that you can put in your numbers for $1 via Cash App. All you gotta do is in the subject title put Excel template, send me $1, and I'll send this to you. You can just plug in your numbers, and then you can be organized. So you can easily see out of 14,000 in the year, because that's what this is telling me, based off the numbers, 6,000 is coming from Cash App. That's almost half. I'd say that's around like, I mean, we could do the math, but I would say that's probably around like 52, 50, no, actually not 52, like 48, 47, between 45 and 48% of your income. So you'd want to be, whoever your customers are via Cash App, you want to be giving them attention. You want to be making sure they're doing okay, making sure they need it, checking if they need any help, because that's going to keep that number up. And then you're going to go look at the bottom, fourth income, which you may not be able to do nothing about the bottom. That's why it is the bottom. So don't focus too much in the bottom. Check the middles, the part-times, the third, fourth. If it's a part-time, see if you can, if there's any extra hours, if there's any extra work you can do. You know, if your third source of income is like merch or something like that, how can you make better merch? How can you get it out to more people? Are you spending enough money on marketing? Those are questions to ask yourself. So let's come down to the expenses and let's do some totals here. Total, like I said, showing you guys how it's done. It's very simple. I mean, yes, this is going to take you some time. It's very time consuming but it's not a bad time consuming because it's your analytics. This is what you're bringing in. Now, for an entrepreneur, you need to know this. If you don't know your analytics, man, how are you gonna make moves? How are you even valuing your company? What if someone wants to buy your company one day and you don't even know a percentage of how much you spent? You don't know anything. So let's put a total here. So I'm always gonna keep saying it's a great way to know your stuff. So this can be really someone's life. Not these specific numbers, but them spending too much, their bills being too much, them having too much fun, them spending too much on food, eating out, and they're losing money every year and they don't understand why they're going paycheck to paycheck. Or maybe they're losing money and they have money saved, so they don't really realize that they're losing money because they're not looking at their numbers and they have a savings, so they're not too worried about it. But sorry about the lighting change. The sun's moving. But this will show you're losing money because you got 19,000 in expenses, and let me adjust this a little bit. You have 19,000 in expenses, but you're only bringing in 14,000. So it's a great way to organize your financials, especially with tax season approaching. A lot of people don't even know that if you go to your CPA with a more organized financial situation, you're going to get charged less. If you show up to your CPA with freaking just folders of statements and random stuff, and you're not that means they have to organize all this work. So now you're making them do more work. So now they're going to bill you more. And I've seen this at every level. I've seen this at the lower people that are making lower money, and I've seen this at people making higher money. I've seen people's, a rich person's CPA charge them without organization $1,800, with organization $1,200. So it's a big difference when you are organized versus when you're not organized. This is very basic. If you'd like to know a lot more about this or how to set it up, things to do, like I said, I would usually come in and I'll do like color. I put in color just to um differentiate the brackets, and that always add color just to differentiate the brackets so that you're not confused when you're looking at all these numbers. So when you're looking at one bracket, you're like, all right, I can see what's going on here. There's different colors, it's color coordinated, the totals, you know, expenses. That way you can see everything in plain sight. You can see everything clearly. You're not losing yourself in the numbers because everything's color coordinated. When you move across, you still understand, all right, if blue is Cash App, I'm still in Cash App. Don't get lost in your numbers. Use color coordination. Stay organized. I believe this can be very helpful for anyone. Even if it's personal, understanding your numbers is key. I'm not really sure if they teach us much of that, but organizing yourself, knowing your statistics, how much you spent on each category, how you can improve, how you can save, how you can make more money. These are all important things that you should know as an entrepreneur on your personal finances if you don't already. So, with that being said, I hope you've learned something from this video. And if you have, please let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if this is something that you're going to try out to do on your own. Please let me know in the comments. I'm interested to hear all the journeys that come from this video and just from showing you guys what I do with my personal finances. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay bold, stay sharp, and keep winning. Love.